Hi, friends. Chris Kelly here. Hey, it's that time of the week. A little bit of conversation about what's going on in the market, in the real estate market in particular. Another week of great numbers. Gosh, listing inventories coming up a bit, but pending sales are coming up a bit. So what's interesting in the last couple weeks is we've had really high pending sales following an increase of listing inventory going up. So that and intuitively that says that the listings are being absorbed. But what's interesting is there's a pretty massive disparity between the pending sales and the number of sold or closed sales, and that's played out in the last couple of weeks compared to last year where we had 800 listings and 500 sales. 850 listings and 477 sales in 2020. So, we're at 400 sales on 700 pending, and that's what I meant to say. It's 500 sales on 556 pending, 477 on 5.25. So the pending versus closed are very tightly aligned in 2020, and they're not this year. So part of what that tells me is there's some new construction getting put into contract. That often takes much longer to close. And so that could be at least part of the answer as to why there's a bigger disparity in pendings being big versus the actual closings. Because a normal closing only takes, a month, plus or minus. Whereas a new construction build could take 6 months or 5 months or a year, depending on what it is. So that could be part of the answer. Regardless, big listing numbers again, and I think those are going to continue to move in the right direction. And as I said, God knows we need that. So, string together a bunch of weeks of bigger listing numbers, and you start seeing property stay on the market a little longer, and you stop seeing everything have 12 offers or 20 offers, or just kind of the nonsense that's been going on with having to compete the way that people have been having to compete to get a home. Average days on the market, or median days on the market, really 5. So it's remaining super low. And the median sales price is kind of that half century, that 500,000 mark. So, wow. It's bigger than it's ever been. Days on the market remain low, but like I said, there's more going on. There's more things coming to market and more people absorbing it. Had an interesting conversation today with a great gal, and she asked a question about, are we having a mass exodus? Are we having a hard, are people leaving? And really that it's a great question. Are we a net egress or move out state, or are we a net ingress or move in state? And I did a little bit of research on this. We are still a net ingress or move in state, according to everything that I've looked at, though not nearly as much as we used to be. States like Idaho have become a massive net ingress or move-in state. Their ratios were like 70% in versus 30 out, whereas the last data that I looked at, we were 51 in and 49 out, so pretty close to net neutral. But, like I told her, I said, there's no way that we're a mass exodus, or move out state, and having pricing go up and having inventory shortages and having people multiple. I said, there's no way that we could be that. Otherwise, the market would be declining. If we had a mass exodus of people leaving, there wouldn't be as many people here to pick up the inventory. Inventory numbers would be longer. So just by the numbers and by the nature of the market activity, intuitively it tells me that we're a net ingress state, and when I look at the data, it says that we are, though nominally. So anyway, another great week in real estate. It's money's not 2.5% right now. I think money's in the low part of the threes, the price of interest rates for a mortgage. So it's still insanely cheap to borrow money, and there's real estate to be had. Some of it remains very competitive, but if somebody wants to be a buyer and wants to be a seller, it can be done right now, and it can be done favorably. So anyway, as always, I'm here to help. My team is here